are such an asshole.
All right, I got my sunglasses on, not to be a douchebag, but because I got that ocular migraine. I'm going to turn off the cam because, once again, reliable internet out here in Vegas is not. And so hopefully I'm not lying. I want to kill all the stupid people in the world. I just want you out of here because I know the reason I don't have reliable internet. It's not because of the routers. It's not because of the wires. It's because of stupid people. I want you all gone. Get the hell out of here. You don't make our lives any easier, including your own. So let's go over here. Whoa. That's the wrong one. Let me get back up over here. Hi, F-Tard. How do I practice delayed gratification? I have trouble with not buying junk food because it's one of the only things in life that I enjoy. All right. You have more questions here than you realize, which is not your fault. I'm not criticizing you. It's not like you're trying to screw me over, but there's more things happening here. So I'm going to address these one-on-one. We'll go through the overarching philosophy here. It's the only one things you have in life so your life sucks. And the reason your life sucks is because you made bad choices. Now, maybe you made bad choices because you got the wrong information. I'm going to guess your dad wasn't around. But when it comes to addiction, I guess that's what fast food is, or drugs, or alcohol, or I'm bored, I can't find a man, or blah, blah. It's because your life sucks. And the reason your life sucks is because you made bad decisions. And generally, these bad decisions ultimately end up in the fact that you have nothing else going on in life. All these, how I don't have to answer that question. How do I get that girls? Because I did a blistering, a blazing, a scorching, an excoriating video ripping apart all these little nerds who didn't want to put in the work to get the girls. Because every time I get that, how do I get the girls? I'm like, well, you go to the gym, you work out. And you have to ask out a lot of girls, a lot of investment and sacrifice and rejection. That's how you do it. And no one ever asked that question, how do I get the girls the right way? It's always, how do I get the girls if and only if it takes no effort? And here we got you again, buddy. You didn't ask me that question, but it's the same question. How do I get a better life? How do I stop eating fast food? I don't know. Why don't you go get a life, whatever that may be? Could be hobbies, could be career, could be building a house, could be exercise, something. Because you're your typical fat, dumb American fuck who's got nothing going on in his life and uses fast food to fill that gaping, pathetic fucking hole. How do I stop eating fast food? Well, the simple answer, is to stop eating the fast food. But when you have nothing else in life, then that's all you got is the fast food. I get it. Alcoholism. A lot of these guys, they got everything other, like there's nothing else. Nothing else. The alcohol makes you feel good. The drugs make you feel good. The fast food makes you feel good. You need to find something else that will say, I'd prefer, I have a choice. It isn't just stuffing my fat, disgusting American Walmart wandering pig face with more fast food. Because you put in what is it? It's the W word again. The work to build a life that gives you an option that's better than stuffing your face full of food. And that's not my job. That's not my job. Although, man, I should have Cappy's military camp where I just beat the ever hell out of you fat people with like a switch or a riding crop, and not in the fun, sexy way, because fat people are disgusting. Let's just remember everybody about that. You go to camp, yeah, I feel hungry. Whack, go for a walk. Ow, I'm sad. Whack, do some push-ups. Okay. And normally, what gave people purpose, meaning, and reason in life was survival. I mean, go get the menu. That's the first thing we talk about is the point and purpose and existing in life that gives you. You think you think people in Africa, you know why poor people aren't depressed? Because they got something to do. It's called go get the food, not die, not starve. Here I got a bunch of fat, disgusting pig Americans. Like what? How about this? Why don't you go walk to the restaurant and get the food? Now you got something to do. So that I'll tell you right now, I'm no addiction expert, but one of the main things is that you got nothing better to do. Well, that's your fault. So go find something better to do. Now I have a couple recommendations. First, go get some exercise, starting with walking. That's what I recommend. Don't go to the gym. Gym is painful. It doesn't give you something to look forward to do. But walking, you can do. We're coming up on summer, unless you're in the South where it gets super hot. It's beautiful days out there. So why don't you go for a daily walk? And maybe you're like the average everyday American. You're a fat, disgusting, unfuckable pig. And you can't walk more than half a mile. That's fine. Walk half a mile. And you do it every day. And then on like 1 day a week, you just take it off. And all you gotta do is put on the headphones, listen to a podcast, listen to whatever you want, and get to a regular route and routine and walk half a mile a day. And then next week, see if you can't say, well, okay. The initial, breaking off the rust. You got, I'm a little rusty. You got to break off the rust. Okay, so you break off, the fat. You'll still be fat. Walking down half a mile isn't going to like make you lose a lot of weight, but your body will be like, oh my God, this walking thing. I remember when I used to do that. And you'll become a little bit more proficient. And then maybe do 3/4 a mile. Then maybe do a mile and slowly get your way up to 3 miles a day. All right. And then after that, you're going to enjoy it and you're going to look forward to it. Instead of you being the typical classical modern day fat, disgusting American pig, you're like, I don't need the food. I'm going to go for a walk instead because, yeah, would it be nice to have McDonald's? Sure, it would be. But I prefer to have my walk. Now, this doesn't have to be a walk. Matter of fact, a healthy life is you have a multitude of things you like to do. All right. And if you can believe it, buddy, I'm in the exact same situation. Every American, every human is. Everyone right now would rather go get some tasty food. Right? That's what I would like to do today. But I have other things I enjoy doing in life where if I go and do them, I'm not even thinking about the food. The gym has this amazing ability for you to think about, crap, I hate this so much. Like you're there, like, I gotta lift weights, I gotta do this. You're not thinking about the food. A matter of fact, every time you do something, it's like a computer processor. It's like a computer. Well, technically computers can do multiple things at once if you got enough CPU. But a human can really only focus on one thing at a time. While you're focusing on the one thing, you're not thinking about anything else. This is great. Some great advice for getting over a breakup. Like if you go do stuff, you're not worried about your ex or who broke up with you or anything like that. You're focused on whatever, the gym, the hike, the motorcycle ride, or something like that. And so in addition to walking, may I recommend, why don't you start studying something online? We're going to go through your career. It's pretty shitty. You are a great American average hero, aren't you, sir? But the walk is just one of an unlimited number of things you can do. And you're like, well, what should I do in life? There's a book called The Menu, Life Without the Opposite Sex. Go get it. It'll give you some ideas. In that first chapter, there will be a motivator. It'll kick in the ass. You're like, oh, hey, I should do that. But anything else that would add to giving you other things to do in life. For example, if you start studying accounting, But I don't want to study economy. I'll give you something to do instead of worry about, should I stuff my fat American pig face with more food? I'm not disgusting and fat enough. I want to look like Lizzo. Oh, yeah, I want to be totally gross and puke inducing. I want people to see me and just, bleh. You see, you kind of smell like digestive juices. Did you see Lizzo walking down? Yeah, I did. I couldn't keep it down. Oh, yeah. Oh, she is really revolting, isn't she? Yes, she is. But as I said before, this is not my job or responsibility. That's your job and responsibility. And it could be something fun like pickleball or sports, volleyball, badminton, whatever you want to do. Right? It doesn't have to all be work. But go do something else other than eating. Go build a life that will be something other than eating. Go to museums and look at great things of art. Get some other hobbies that aren't eating. And, you got a job. I'd focus on, you definitely have a work ethic. We'll get to that later. I'd focus on that. But don't come, how do I stop eating? Stop being a dumbass. Stop being a fucking moron. Go do something else. And if you have the strength and temerity and resolve and mental control to say, no, as a matter of policy, I'm going to stop eating fast food. I mean, there is legitimate criticism to my course that I offer on minimalism. All right. You're charging $450, $500 with sales tax to tell people to stop spending money. The solution to spending more than you make, the solution to all financial troubles, is to stop spending more than you make. To become a minimalist, to achieve minimalism, stop spending money. And they're right. Right? But I make the argument, which is also true, that it's not that simple. American people in general are addicted to materialism and consumption because that's how we survived in the past. That carries over onto your spending habits. That's why women can go get the world's largest divorce settlement and be pissed poor a decade later because they pissed it all away on shit. Right? So I address this more psychological, biological addiction kind of thing in a different economic, philosophical way. That's why I charge so much. I also charge so much so people take it freaking seriously. But my critics are 100% correct. At the end of the day, it's stop putting fucking food in your mouth, you fat, disgusting American pig. That's the action. That's the action. Now, how you get motivated, I'm trying to give you that. Have something else to do. Stop being the typical fat, disgusting American pig where all you have is food in your life because no one wants to hang out with you. Why don't you go become someone that people want to hang out with? Go be social. Go play volleyball. Go bike. Go play video games. Go do something. But at the end of the day, dare I recommend it? Dare I, in Alcoholics Anonymous, they call it white knuckling. Because addiction with alcohol is kind of the same thing. Most people drink because they got nothing else going on in life. I'll admit that. But white knuckling is like you don't go through any of the philosophy or the 12 steps or whatever. I mean, you might, but you just stop drinking. Cold turkey is another way they call it. You just white knuckle because I guess you white knuckle. That's how everybody does it. That's how you quit drugs. Popeye Doyle in The French Connection. Just, you go cold. Stop putting food in your face. And if you need a motivator, it's because you got to find something else to live for in life. So I think we addressed that. I have trouble with not buying junk food because it's one of the only things that I enjoy. Well, find other things to enjoy. I also pick up too many orders to deliver so I can meet my goal of having 6 months' salary in the bank as quickly as possible. Okay, so now we go on to a separate question, though related. How do I slow the fuck down so I don't make mistakes while still meeting my goals? Okay, so we talked about this before, about how lazy people work twice as hard. You contradict yourself in this question. How do I slow the fuck down so I don't make mistakes while still meeting my goals? you realize that in going as fast as you do, because you're a lazy fuck and you're looking for a shortcut, despite going faster, which means you're working harder, but you're also making mistakes, you are not achieving your goals. See how if you keep doing what you're doing, you will not achieve your goals? You're not achieving your goals now. All these girls read all you boys too, read all these books, tune in all these podcasts, all these shows about weight loss. But and it's like, okay, that's not bad for you. But in the end, you got to hit the gym and stop eating as much. And here you are, like you like, how do I keep doing the thing that guarantees I fail, but I succeed? You don't. And see, here's where you're a lazy motherfucker again. So I'm getting mighty sick and tired of this fucking shit. You want the shortcut because ultimately you're lazy. And you think you're going to get 6 months savings, bro. You're so the typical sucker dupe to go for multi-level marketing scams, for the get rich quick. I'm going to trade crypto, bro. Because you absolutely refuse to accept the fact, the reality that to succeed in life does take some time. There are ways you could do it intelligently, like going into truck driving. Or here you want to know how to make money quickly? Work 2 jobs. Right? But you have it in your mind that you're going to do this quickly, which you are not, because success does not come quickly unless you're very lucky. Sometimes it comes quicker than others. Truck driving school, again, 5 to 6 weeks. The military, 7 to 8 weeks basic training. And it's not that you're super wealthy, but you're certainly not piss poor like the average stupid American 20-something. But man, I gotta get there quickly. I gotta make the money and get the girls. And meanwhile, you keep fucking up shit along the way, cutting corners, which not only prevents you from doing your job correctly and make sure that you're not any closer to achieving your goal, but it makes sure that you just wasted all your time. So now it's no different than if you were an 18-year-old high school graduate. You wasted your entire time. You're like Tina from Edina, who majored in sociology. I know you're 22 and you got a college degree, but you might as well start off as an 18-year-old again. You have wasted 4 years of your life. And you want to practice delayed gratification? Here's the dirty little secret about delayed gratification. Success doesn't come as quickly as you want. It takes time. It takes investment, work, effort, labor, toil, and time. That's the whole delayed part. Oh, and accuracy. You have to do the work correctly. How much time have you wasted now, man? How much time have you wasted? How many years since high school have you wasted doing it your way? You've wasted all of it. If you had just chilled the fuck out, stop being a lazy, fat, disgusting American pig fuck, and said, hey, I got to take the extra work and time to be meticulous, do it right the first time and do it right the second time and the third time and all times thereafter. And oh my God, by golly, here comes big-titted Molly. I'd be up like 3 years ahead. And so you want to learn about how do you do delayed gratification? I just did a video for you before. It's called Lazy People Work Twice as Hard. And you're in this particular case, like, you have technically 2 questions. How do I give up fast food? You give up fast food and you find something else to do in life. Okay, that's one thing. Your second question is, I also pick up too many orders to deliver so I can meet my goal of having 6 months salary in the bank as quickly as possible. All right, so you're failing at that job, so all this time is wasted. here's what you do. You take the time to stop being a lazy fuck and develop a new strategy that works. And that strategy is you take less orders. Or it is possible to do more with the same amount of time and resources. You get better at time management. You sit down and you think. And I don't deliver food, but I had to go do escorting back in the day, not that type of escorting, walking people home. And you should be able to say, okay, I want to take 12 orders tonight. I'm going to do that. I'm going to go in these areas where I know there's an apartment building across the road from whatever Raising Cane's and In-N-Out Burger, and where all the other fat, disgusting, worthless, pointless live Americans live. Oh my God, I get Taco Bell. Yay. I am so happy. I are so smart. College degree I have and eat Taco Bell. And I don't know how you can fine tune the strategy. All right. But I like Uber drivers and all that. I guess that they, it's like you got to go and deliver late at night, or you got to haul people away after a happy hour or night or bar close, risks involved. Or you go to the airport at 3 or 4 a.m. There are probably some variables you could fine tune and select for that would allow you to deliver that. But I don't know how the delivery thing works, but here's the other thing. You're probably just going to have to work more. And if your goal is money, and if I recall correctly, you can't work anymore delivering, like you're hitting your delivery hours. I don't know if there's some rules or laws on how much you can drive, whatever it is. Well, then go get another job, like as a bartender or security guard or literally anything else that pays. And then you will get towards your money and your goal quickly, because your strategy is based in the real world. And guess what? I mean, I thought I would have explained it, how lazy people work twice as hard, because you're too lazy to put the time and effort into doing things right, or even in a feasible way, that now you got to keep on working. And so I thought that concept would wake you up a little bit. You're like, oh yeah, I am wasting my time, so I should stop taking that. But man, you just are so arrogant in one way that, oh no, you're special. You're Jason Christ from Edina, and you're going to get to your financial goals sooner than everybody else. Meanwhile, because you don't abide by reality, all your efforts are wasted. And so now it might as well be day one that you're starting. How do I slow the fuck down? You slow the fuck down. Take less. So I don't make mistakes while meeting my goals. That's funny. You're like, oh, I don't write details down. I don't know. Are details pretty important in delivering? I thought so. I thought details would be pretty important. Like, I don't know, maybe you get the right food, you deliver it to the right address. How about you insist on doing that? And then delayed gratification. Here's how it works. Here's how delayed gratification works. Nobody really gets rich until they're in their 40s. And you can't force it or make it go any faster unless you work more jobs. Unless you spend less and throw the money into a 401k or well-diversified stock portfolio. But the only way you get the money faster is by working more and spending less. And honestly, it doesn't sound like you got a life. So I don't know. I mean, one of your goals so that you don't eat as much is like, oh, I go off to my second job. And there you go. It's always, you all want the magic pill. You all want the easy way out. How do I keep being a freaking moron so I can maintain this stupidity and this idea, this dream, this addiction I have that, oh, it's just going to be easy. And then I'm going to get the money. But God, heaven almighty, I don't want to like be precise, do the job right, work more, or anything else that is the solution. Anything but the solution to my problem. And it's just basic maturity as far as I know. They talk about delayed gratification being a variable of intelligence, and maybe it is. But I also got to say, look, are you going to be an immature child the rest of your life and mail shit in and cut corners because you think you're going to get ahead? Have you seen what happens to people that do it? Have you looked at the liberal arts graduates? Have you looked at people who are in their 40s now who have worthless college degrees because they thought they were going to shortcut it? How? And this is this is the ultimate point I wanted to make. Not everybody, but a fair amount of people come up to me with sucky lives. They say, my life sucks. I want to not suck anymore. And I'm like, well, then how much does your life suck? Does it suck enough that maybe you make changes and do the work? And if you want a motivator, dude, I keep saying, like, okay, have fun with your sucky life. Because your life that sucks now, guess what? That's going to be your future. Your future life is going to be like your past. All these pissed off, angry feminists who like majored in the dumb shit and got a dumb, worthless joke of a job, pays $35,000 a year, bitch and whine. I'm oppressed by the patriarchy. Boo hoo hoo. I hate men. Men are they should go out with me for me. Da 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 da. I like stop. Time out. I got a question for your 37-year-old pissed off ass. How's it working for you now? Are you doing well now? No, you're not. What do you think the future is going to be like? Oh, it's going to be just like your past. So I don't know, buddy. You're the one that's going to die. I'm the one that's going to die. We're all going to die. Do you want this fucking nightmare to continue? And if you do, go ahead, keep doing what you're doing and don't change up your tactics or strategy. Don't make any changes. But if you're sick and tired of your shitty life, it should be motivator enough for you to change it. And then, for the love of God, like the fat debate, where, but to the pain that comes with a lifetime of giving up unhealthy food and having to get regular exercise, if that price is too much for you to pay, then don't rue it. Don't regret it. Okay? Go that path. Stuff your face with food, be lazy, watch television. All right? But don't rue and complain you're not getting girls or the guys or your health is in the shitter. Okay? Just enjoy the fact, enjoy the luxury, enjoy the sloth. With you, the career, it's the same thing. If you're not willing to change your fucking tactics, if you're not willing to delay gratification, that's fine. Keep doing what you're doing. But give up on your goal of making 6 months living expenses shortly because you're not going to achieve it. So just stop torturing yourself with having that financial goal. That's it. There you go. All right. Let's go to the super chats if there are any. Colin K, $2. Help me, Obi-Wan Cappy. You're my only hope. And by you're my only hope, give me an answer that doesn't require work. Ryan Bankson, $2. Claire, you, sir, are a national treasure. I fucking am, aren't I? Only guy getting in there, calling as it is. There's other people that did it. They just didn't curse as much. All right, that's it. Link below are links to my courses in case your life sucks. Hey, you want your life to stop sucking? There's 3 courses linked down below. I don't care which one you take. See you guys later, Toodles.